The dialogue and the intellectual is very poor. I could show you proof of our intellectual properties and from our artifacts from the generation that came before to come into the Lower East Side. I could show you the intellectual property of our stories when we were from child to growing up as adult. I could show you our love letters. I could show you our poems. I could show you, there's even videos of cultural take on celebrations and things that express how we managed ourselves, and this type of care was taken in as a glorified scene. Everywhere you go, people wanted to know more and more about, so much more that people in business started to take up on it. People in production wanted to hear and see how everyone, interacts with each other. What do they say to each other? Like, because it was very rich, and we are very rich in that sense. Because not only does the intellectual come with these good properties that we hold as people and being, it also gives us the opportunity to advance, to be able to see what's not something to hold as a person that doesn't have these values that hold the person best of educations, even if the person is not in the field, or we have people in different fields that do know better, that can structure a whole civilization because it's the most advanced and the most looked for and the most sought after in place of people, places, and things, is the top tier. Is the top. Is the top, because you even anywhere you go, is the way of being with people that you want to take with you. Let's say the places don't exist, the places we move from, but the people that move with the knowledge, with the carry of leadership and organization to be put well together in this sense, where people could actually look at it for the example of a high excellency, a very high educational matter. Because if whatever you did educational wise, if you didn't know how to deal with people and the hospitality of knowing how to care and being of your community and how to make that growth, and people from the outside just attracted more and more, and then your neighborhood becomes the most popular, the most expensive one out of all boroughs and cities and places. It's not just, the character was built from the people, from the indigenous people that even left indigenous lands to connect back with the lands and the indigenous practices and the way we are. We hold a very significant value that we could see through our literatures. We could see through our path and the way we carry on with each other. You could see different people, places, and things. The things that did come to core. The way it branched out from a place to then furthermore, where you could seek and praise that we are a united piece of work of art, a masterpiece of art, very unique, very elite, and we come in different places, people, places, and things. So for the foremost, that's we have. That's what we have, and we carry on with this. We have. We don't pretend. People know when we put our representation what it is. People know that our representation been marked. They know, people around know what it carries and what it holds for generations and generations to come. Yeah, we do have that example, and we don't compromise that for whatever is happening in the world. The world didn't come and start looking at how to live and how to be with one another and wellness and well-being, let alone carry on different things, with with the way the movement goes. Yeah, they ain't just for coincidence, just for unfair pick of unbalanced life forms. No, it came because people didn't choose to lose themselves from generations to generations. These are the ones that said, "Nah, we gonna keep intact of our indigenous self and indigenous practices. We're gonna proceed with how we are as beings. We're not gonna let the environment around us just take over. We're not gonna let the things that are out of our nature make an overload of what's already been taken and phased out of our identities and our self-being and our energies and our frequencies, our power." So this is why I know that the energy that we hold is not something that we just have, that we could just turn off or on and just need it for a time. We're not for a time. We're not just an object or something that somebody could operate and act like we all good because we operated together and we united. That's not how it works. Your anatomies and the way we are as peoples, as a whole, humanitarian has to hold up first before you even want to practice. Because your practice is not all that for the well-being and for the wellness of humanitarian matters. And for that matter is that we know better and we go to better and we continue on for better, in better, not try to play around, keep dipping my toes because I'm investing in what's there, and what I'm not helping coming up. I'm just gonna try to down it until I'll probably just try to get a bailout until I fall into the next best thing that is probably done. But I ain't gonna make it any hard, because if I fall, I have the means to get bailed out and have the means to hide in a bunker or go to the moon. And when everybody just falls out, I'll come back type. You know what I mean? It's isolation. The ones on the top already showed us what it is and what it do. The ones with when money, even after pandemic, you see that the new money is the no money, because they can't even tell their own person from the information they got. They can't tell whether to go left or right with it. And for years, you can't just figure you're gonna keep your feet on the toes in one side and feel like you're getting it, and you ain't really setting the example for the leadership that's been, going through whatever troubles you went through and still hasn't gone through it, but you wanna pause to feel like you need to get celebrated when it all is not good. You feel what I'm saying? Like, or that you want to play games, or you want to play the opposite of everything that we need to do. We are very, very well intact of what needs to be done. And hey, everybody that follows follows God, you know, is one man, one God. God will take you there because you're gonna do God things. You're gonna do well things. You ain't gonna continue doing something even though they, you know what I mean. You see that where is it leading to and what it do. There's no more to speak on it.